guys. It's time for another episode of Between Two Fernets. I'm your host, Chris MacGregor.
And I'm today's co-host, Reverend Spomer. My actual name is Dan, by the way.
Dan, the Reverend Spomer, thank you very much for coming today, and a very happy playoffs to everyone. Now, before we get into the season superlatives and shoutouts, I'd like to first of all thank everyone in our leagues for helping us kick off an incredible 2020 season. Friends were made, team spirit and talent topped a new mark, and hangovers were had. Now, besides playoffs, here at ABC, we like to honor our spectacular season with superlative awards. Each league gets its own array of honorees, but I'd like to take a moment to congratulate some of the top winners from across the season. Folks, we've got 6 playoffs in 1 week here. That's 24 champion medals and over 100 superlatives. And we would still have more praise to dish out to everyone after the week is over. So be sure to check out your weekly league updates to view a full list of superlatives. So, I'll be announcing regular season champs and MVPs, and we'll have the Reverend here with me to dish out a very special and new award called the Holy Roller. Dan, would you like to talk about the Holy Roller Award?
Sure. So what we've been doing this season with the Good Word and in collaboration with the Deacon, Jerry, is we also wanted to bring that into a wider range of reaching our players in our community. So what we're doing is for each league, we're going to name the Holy Roller of the league, which is the player that kind of most exemplifies the season's theme. So this season's theme being community, someone who really works with our community, our players, makes people feel welcome, shares what they have, their knowledge, their resources, and just is an all-around great person to have in our leagues.
It's very important to identify those individuals so that the leadership can keep growing and more people can be a part of the community. So let's start it off with our Mondays at the Bocce Dome. Looking forward to what is no doubt one of the most intense and coveted playoffs of American Bocce Co. We like to give a big Bocce, big talent congrats to Zap Squared as our regular season champs. And our high honor of Monday League MVP goes to Mark Zaporeniak. Wow, butchered that one. Congrats anyway, Mark. Dan, our holy roller for Monday. I know you, Mark. Come on.
So our first Holy Roller for the Monday Night League is Richie Renner. Has just always been the kind of person who exemplifies welcomeness, great energy. He just makes everybody happier when he's around. He's a great ref. He's a great player. He's just he's a wonderful ambassador of our sport in our leagues. So congratulations.
Congrats, Richie. Yeah. Now for Tuesdays at Chop Shop, our next awards, Slam Pieces. Is our top seed of the regular season. Are you familiar with this team?
I know that team.
Are you familiar with the second team in the standings?
I think I know that team.
Yeah, I think I know that team too. Chili Cheese Casinos. And with our seemingly endless talent barrel of depth, it should be a very interesting night of playoffs. For the MVP, I'm very proud to announce my good friend and teammate Lauren Lolo Schrader has earned herself the coveted Tuesday Night Bocce MVP. Congrats, Lolo. Put some extra chili cheese on that chili cheese while you're at it. Dan, would you hit us with a Holy Roller for Tuesdays, please?
Absolutely. So the name that I gave you before is actually a little bit of a red herring. Chris MacGregor, you are the Holy Roller for the Tuesday Night Bocce League.
What? Does this a little candid here. I like, ho.
You know, you got to surprise me with my ordination.
I like that. I like that a lot. Whew. That makes me feel awesome. Thank you, sir.
Well, you should.
So, Dan, our Holy Roller is
Chris MacGregor.
I just had to hear it one more time. Thank you. On Wednesdays, our Hump Day Hustler, #Team 2020, showed they were ready to kick off the new year at a new venue at the top of the regular season standings with a vibing squad hungry to claim our very first title at Recess in Fulton Market. We promise we won't change the court setup for a 4th time on you guys. And our Wednesday MVP is Brian Chrissy on Bocce Noble. Big Bocce, big talent, big Brian. Dan, who might our Holy Roller be on Wednesday?
So Wednesday will be Tim Sanko from the Dutch Rudders. So Tim has always been a guy that is just super friendly,
yes,
outgoing.
Absolutely.
Once again, welcoming, just kind of shows a great team spirit all the time.
Yes, absolutely. And he's on #Team 2020. No,
he's on Dutch Rudders.
He's not. He's on Dutch Rudders, just like you just said. Thursday, we have our classic twofer league night with our peeps at Chicago Distilling and our freaks at Studweiser Brickhouse Tavern. Over at Distilling, we do things slightly different with a double elimination 2-week playoff format. Last week, with our first of the night of playoffs, the local bocce rockstars Unbotched Gems came in as the top seed and have very much lived up to that billing with an expected 2-win evening. Now, as far as MVP announcements, I would say it's anticlimactic, but Jimmy on the Gems managed to keep his nearly flawless player of the game streak intact to earn him a league most valuable player. Congrats on that one, Jimmy. However, a special shout out to Joni Loves Bocce on Distilling, who made a massive push in the first week of playoffs, going from second to last in the regular season standings to winning 3 in a row, pretty much when they count the most. They knocked out the second and third seeds in the process, so stay tuned to see if Joni can juice the Gems. Dan, who is our holy roller at Distilling?
So, longtime friend of the league, Max Graziano, from what's the team name? Little Bocce. Yeah, I knew that. I haven't been at
There's a lot of us, okay?
I haven't been at Distilling this season. I'm sorry, guys. But in addition to being a great team leader and just a all-around wonderful dude, Max also goes out of his way to create a team newsletter within the newsletter. So
Really?
he takes what we write.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, and
That's
then
awesome.
Kind of re-disseminates it for his team, and they have like their own internal newsletter. It's really
That
cool.
is holy roller for sure.
Yeah.
Nice.
Next level stuff.
Yes, it is. Nice, Max. And the Brick House #1 overall team was my very own, mine, that Polino, with over a plus 70 differential. And our Brick House MVP award goes to John Hoaxma. Apparently, having an Iowa game on while you're playing bocce releases the Hoaxma beast. Be steady, my fellow Thursday night rollers. The battle for King of the North is nigh. And our holy roller for Brickhouse?
For Brickhouse is Jenny Ford.
Yes, Jenny.
Of Here for Beer. So once again, just a wonderful example of great attitude. Even though her team didn't have the best season, she's always there ready to play. She has a great time. She's friendly, welcoming to everyone, and just, once again, just makes you want to spend more time with those people.
I'm pretty sure Here for Beer got team uniforms this year too.
They did.
Yeah.
They have a really cool team.
That's holy roller right there. So all the regular season champs get 1 derby point per player, and each holy roller and MVP receives 2 derby points. Look out for your season campaign emails for updates and a full list of derby points and superlatives. That's pretty much all we have for you folks. We got playoffs going on, derby points are running hot. Congrats again on a badass season. Dan, anything else you'd like to remind anybody about before we start the playoffs here?
Don't forget about You Bet Ya Bocce. Talk to Alex, Matt, or myself if you have any questions about it. We'll be running that for all leagues this week. It's going to be a lot of fun. Let's give it a try.
Yes. All right, man. Let's kick off the playoff season with a Fernet. Welcome back to the show, by the way.
Thank you. Appreciate it. Always happy to be here.
Yes. All right. So we have a very special toast today, brought to you by William Shakespeare, in the spirit of battle and playoffs. And all the gods go with you upon your sword. Sit, laurel victory, and smooth success be strewed upon your feet. Cheers.
Cheers.
Recognition that went unnoticed by me. On Wednesday, our regular season champs were #Team2020. Congrats to those guys. You get a derby point. Keep it going, and have a good push for the playoffs.